Hey guys, and how's it going? It's another hot and steamy day. It's probably the, I don't know, the 15th one in a row. And we're going to get up over, I don't know, mid 90s today, what feels like 105 with the humidity. So it's going to be a good hibernation in the garage kind of day. A couple of things I wanted to work on. I wanted to kind of clean up these bikes a little bit. And I decided that instead of doing that, I would much rather just give a quick look into the Honda Trail 250 and see why that engine is locked up, or get a little bit of homework and a little bit of investigation, we should probably say, into what is going on with that, so I can start searching for some bits and pieces. So I go get some stuff moved around, get the bus out of the garage, make some room, get this on the lift, and let's have at it. Don't be making fun of my socks. Alright, so just a little backstory on this. I picked it up about a week and a half ago, from a guy who picked it up from I do not know where. I believe he found it, you know, a typical kind of barn find, been sitting a long period of time. But he was into other bikes. I think mostly Triumphs was his forte. And he threw some marble down the cylinder, let it sit. I think he tried putting some heat on the cylinder to try to get it to move up and down, and then pretty much bailed on it from there. And put it on Craigslist, and I came along, made an offer. I was the second offer. The first guy turned it down. I was the second guy, and I accepted it. So that's about all I know about it, and everything else we are going to go find out together. It could be blown up, it could be just weather seized, it could be somewhere, anywhere in between all of that. So I topped off the cylinder a little bit more with marble and let it sit, and we are, again, only a week later from there. I doubt very much that has pretty much done anything. I'm trying to see if there's any moisture coming out around the head. I guess we could start disassembling and getting a little bit closer into it and see if anything will turn. We'll get the gas tank off it, seat off of it, side covers off of it, and we'll probably, I'm not sure if it's going to be better access to this side or the other side to get onto the engine to turn it. It doesn't even have a chain on it, so it's not like we can put it in gear and kind of bump it back and forward. So let me get set up, get some stuff removed, and let's have at her. Yeah, let's start digging in a little. Alright, well, at least we know nobody has been in here before us. It is the correct screwdriver. They are very tight. We're going to have to go with impact driver. So a common problem with those is the screws get very tight and you cannot get them out. You try using a regular Phillips, you end up stripping them out. And a tool that you can kind of go use to help with that situation is called an impact driver. This is an impact driver. What you do is you wail on the ass end with a hammer, and it has a twisting motion that turns the tip, and at the same time when you're hitting it with a hammer, allows it not to be pulling out while it's twisting. So it's getting hammered in and twists. Greatly helps in getting it released, and aids in not allowing it to strip. The problem is you can't use a regular Phillips tip on it. It is a JIS, Japanese Industrial Standard, I think it is. Anyway, so that is what that tip is. It looks like a Phillips, but it's slightly different. This is from a Japanese motorcycle hardware kit that stays on the bike. It would have a little handle that would go along with it, that would be in your little repair kit that is underneath the seat. We're going to make that our sacrificial lamb. We are going to go cut that right about there. We'll take a 3/8 drive socket, as long as that's not 10mm. Yeah, 3/8. And we're going to go feed that in there, weld around the tip of it, and we're going to go make one for the impact driver so I have it in the future. And something like that. See if that'll work for us. There's that one. Ooh. Let's see how it'll do on the case ones. Now we got the recipe. Plus now I could probably use him in the electric driver, you know. It's got a 3/8 or ratchet. I don't know what this thing has for fluid in it. It may have nothing. It may be full. We have a dog ball down below. We can get on that nut now. That's a good sign. I want to take the plug out of the other side because it'll be hydrolocked, because I filled it right to the top with the fluid. And we'll put a socket on that, rock it back and forth, see if we get anything. Alright, I got a 1/2-inch breaker bar with a cobbled setup on there. Let's see. Does that look like it has marks from somebody already being in there or no? Actually, no way. It just shot oil. Go backwards. Come on, make it all the way around. Does not make it all the way around yet. Oh. I don't want to break nothing. There's your shot oil. I hear a little, like, let's pop the valve covers off and make sure that we do not have, it could have a bent valve. And we don't want to keep smashing into that if that's the case, but at least the bottom end is turning. That's a good sign. What do you say we take that points cover off? We'll see if the cam is turning. Is that too big for that? That might be, yeah, it's the wrong size. Give her a couple. There we go. Let's try that again. Cam's turning. Good. Let's see if we have a valve stuck in the down position. I don't know if this is single or dual. Like dual. Get you over there where you can see. Just popped you right out of the stand. If we see something with a very lot of valve clearance, if it has a ton of valve clearance, then we know we have a valve stuck in the down position. That's more than I would think it would have, but not a terrible, actually. What it's going to do, they're tied together, so it's going to hit one. It's hard to say. Get the other side off and we'll take a peek. I guess one of the common problems are on these, they chip a cam tooth, I think might be what it was. It could jump. But I don't think that's why this one was stuck. This one felt like it was stuck due to just the rings being goobered up in one spot. In on this one. That screw's like 9 miles long. Let's pop you in a stand. I'll get the ratchet on there. We'll rotate that. We'll just kind of watch them real close. It's having a bit of a hard time focusing. It's trying to focus on the wire in front of it. We're going to look at it right there. I'm going to try to look at it with you. You definitely hit a wall right there. And it could just be... it could just be the the crap on the top of the cylinder that the piston is sitting, but it actually makes a, you hear like that clicking noise? We'll mark the points mounting plate. We'll get that away and see if we can start looking at the cam gear. Are we going to be able to see that? I'm not sure. Let's pull that. We'll mark that. We'll pull the cam gear away. We'll take a peek behind it, see what more we're able to see. I don't think so. I think we gotta get in a little deeper. I want to see if it's maybe a tooth on the cam gear that's kind of crunching. All right, so it was right in the center of that tit sticking out. Remember that, all right? Our advance right there. And we are going to have to remove the top section. We should probably do that anyway. I don't know if everything's going to stay or not. Guess we're going to find out one way or another. That's just a breather. Yeah, it's not a fire. That can come out of our way. There we go. Now let's take the top off and see if we can look into the timing chain. And I did buy a gasket set for the bike already. That's a good step forward in reassembling. But I was expecting to have to go chase parts for it. So let's keep digging. Be nice if it's just on the top end, whatever its issues are. I'm just going to crack them all loose. I'm going to come back with a impact driver. I mean a screw gun. I'll just drive all those out. I got to get that one loose. Where's the 10 millimeter? 10 millimeter always hides, doesn't it? On the other side. Let's get that one cracked loose. I'm hoping the rocker assembly goes with the upper section, but the cam and all the gears kind of stay down below. Nice. All right, let's go buzz them out. And do we get the two in the middle? Yeah, we did. On the other side. I'm going to take a peek on the other side, but I'm going to buzz all those off, then we'll tap that off the top. Yeah, all the same size. Yep. These may be different sizes. Actually, I would expect them to be. One in the front. That might fight us a little. Yeah. I still haven't peeked over on the other side yet. Let's give that a couple of love taps. The brass rod. Let's try to get right in there. Go to the other side, give her a couple. I figure it's probably a couple dowel pins. See anything? Can you see anything yet? Let's turn her real slow. Now, that valve, I see something. That valve on the other side look like it's sitting lower. Yeah, I see it. Is that an optical illusion or is that down lower? If I shine the camera at it, huh? Get you back that a little. Yeah, that side looks pretty good. That side looks like it might be down a hair. Let's go give that a couple taps and see, maybe, because it might have been stored in the down position and it just has a little bit of crap on it. Let me get you set up in the stand. We'll kind of work on it. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's sitting lower. Let's just kind of give a little. Yeah, a little. There it goes. It's all the way up now. That's exactly what was going on. So hopefully that valve is not damaged from being bent a little bit, but I'm still trying to eyeball it. Let's spin it around a couple times. Will the cam stay? Let's be really, the cam's not running anything. There's no force on it. Let's be real ginger with that. Hopefully that doesn't pop out of its socket there. We'll go real slow with it. Yeah, I know bringing it back from side to side. I hope you don't lose your orientation, but it is what it is, right? All right, let's see if we can kind of get that wire up. Let's try holding it down. I guess as long as we don't feel. Let's go all the way around with it. Feels pretty good. What do I want to do? I'm going to go put some. I wonder if we should take the exhaust flange off and back feed and spray some fluid on the part of the stem. I'm not even sure if the stem is exposed or not to the exhaust port. I wonder if we can kind of get some spray on there. Either that, I might just take a brass rod and kind of work the valve. Let me see what I can come up with. I want to work that valve so that I know it's not binding on the return, and see if we can get that to come back without having to take the cylinder head off. What do you think if we take a piece of wood and we cut it down the distance between here and the frame, and then we use this to kind of, put a screwdriver or something underneath it and rock on, we'll try to work that valve. So we'll say, we'll cut it right about there. See how that does. Again, I know I'm jumping back and forth from side to side, but we have to. Let's see if I can not block your view. Let's see if we can get a little action on that. Probably could have went with a little even taller block, huh? Wedge it against the coil. What do I do? Do it that way? Oh, let's try it like that. Yeah, she's a tight one, huh? Hopefully it's not bent. That's definitely what we were hitting. Why not? Let's go see if we can pull that exhaust away a little and see if we can get some spray in there. Also, should probably spray from the top too, huh? While we're there. Yeah, let's do a little. Also hit them all right. You gotta get it kind of high. Hopefully, kind of go down around the valve seat, the valve seal rather. I think our chances are. It slightly had that feeling like it wanted to break. we got it. Good. Phew. Nothing like adding a hour and a half repair to a 30-second removal. And then we have, it's like two other bolts further back on the frame where the front pipe is held, and then there's a clamp where it meets the muffler. That looks like somebody put a bunch of something in there. I'll show you in a second. Is that a flange or is that part of it? Should be a flange. Break some fins. Oh no. Look at that. Come on, baby. Alright. O-ring's gone. Now it's running a little on the loud side. Actually. Come on. You gonna come out? You got enough room? It's getting me on the carburetor. Right there. We steal a little bit of room. There you go. We're in. Looks like the end of that pipe. Yeah, the flange is gone on the end of that pipe. But that is something to worry about later. Alright, can we... We're going to need a light. I think I could feel the inside of the stem. I think we'll grab a light, we'll look. Alright, let's look together. I do believe we can see that no problem. Looks like there's a lot of crud in there too, huh? Alright, let's... I'm gonna... I'm going to lift that valve up again with the screwdriver, see if I can get it lifted back up again. Then I'm going to take an air gun and blow the crap out that's inside there, because it'll be sealed, and then we'll soak it with some fluid. Alright, come back up for us. There we go. Now I can blow that out with air. Okay, so both exhaust valves are closed, so nothing is going to get back into the chamber. But I want to get all that crap out of there. Oh. I would say that might be some of the, actually probably what it is, the marble that got pushed down in there. So let's go spray that. I'm going to let it set up and maybe go do a little lunch. Go and do your thing, WD-40. Let's give her a kick that way. Get that one too. That one. And we'll soak that one. Off to dine. Skunk. Fellow biker dudes. Let's go and get our block of wood and our pry bar back and give a couple more tugs on there and see how that feels, see if it's getting any improvement on it. Actually, probably what I should do is spray it in the down position, huh? That would make more sense. Sometimes it takes a little bit to figure it out. So that'll go back up. I'd like to try to see if I can get on there with some kind of something and kind of give it a couple of whacks, you know. If you can feel confident that it'll, there we go, return on its own, we can put it back together and hook a drill to it. Yay! That feels better. Let's see if we can go run the other one. Now I'm not under the coil anymore. Wait, come this way. See how that one feels. That one seems all right. That's not going to make it. I'm going to go whittle down another piece of wood, try the same on those two. Or how about the piece I whittled already? Here are too short. Let's see if we can half-ass it. That one feels all right. You guys can't see a thing. I know my hands are not. That one feels fine too. I say we put the rocker cover back on. We'll leave the valve adjustments alone for now. As you can see, they're all one piece, and then you adjust both of them to have the same feel. But as long as they have play in them, it should have compression. So let's bolt that back down. We'll spin it around and see if we build compression. One thing that's weird though, there's no head gasket. Did somebody put sealer on there? Yeah, there's a sealer on there. So someone's been in here before. I doubt that would be factory. I have one for it, but we're going to let it be for now because we may be taking it apart a couple more times. Again, we'll move forward with what we were doing. I just kind of snugged them down. You should be able to kick it through. Maybe. It's going to spew out the oil that's in it. I don't want to kick it hard yet. I'm watching the valves. They look pretty good. How's that side look? They do have clearance on both of them. You did. Hear it? And then, so both of them have room. Probably a little too much room, but that's okay. Feels alright. I'd say we should probably hook a drill to it and maybe we'll spin her up a little bit of RPMs. Let it spew out the oil, let it polish the jug up a little. Actually, don't think, because it was probably at top dead center, or real close to top dead center, so I'm not suspecting to have like a lot of cylinder issues with the piston trying to come up and break through it, kind of clean it off. I think it was almost up at top dead center and just couldn't get over the hump. And did we go backwards and is what freed it up? More than likely we probably went down and then tried approaching it going up and got it to clear. Alright, let's go get something to spin that. Alright, let's see if this guy has enough to do. You know what? Well, let's throw a rag on the top end of that because it's going to shoot across the room. Ask me how I know. Yeah, you see the crap going on there. Right. Let's try it without it. Should be almost clear. Still shooting a little bit of a mist out. Let's throw the plug in it. Actually, no, let's go throw a compression tester in it if I can get one in there, and we'll give it a spin, see what it says. You can see. Enough. Cross your fingers. It says 60, that's something. Ain't great, but I don't know how great our compression tester setup is neither though. I would say we're gonna go, yeah, it's like 60 psi. Again, I don't know how good this setup is. At least it's something. I think we should start with that. Maybe we'll put some of the points back on and we'll see if it has spark. I think once we get it to run a little bit, that number may come way up, I'm hoping. Plus we gotta still adjust the valves yet too.